Hey guys, Mount Vernon Kid here once again, coming to you again. How's everybody doing out there? Believe it or not, I'm here to talk about something that I've never heard anybody talk about before between we, the YouTube family, the CMV Nation or whatever. Something that has really been on my mind. I talked about it with a friend of mine. I just can't remember who. Superhero and supervillain hairstyles. In a way, does it hurt the character? Is it a good idea for the character? Or should it just be left alone? Their natural hair. I'm using Medusa from the Inhumans as an example because her hair really is her character, pretty much. Now, in terms of the superheroes are just like pretty much us. They go through different hairstyles most of the time, you know. We've seen many of our favorite heroes go through different hairstyles, and some have lasted, some have not lasted, some have changed over the years, and some have pretty much gone bald. In terms of many of the heroes. Let's talk about Superman, for example. Superman has gone through many hairstyles over the years, from his short, glazed, greased back hair, or as I call his greaser look, with the little trim in the front, the traditional one-piece hairs. To later on in the 90s, he was with his Jerry curl look, you know, and he still was Superman, you know. But believe it or not, a lot of my friends that I've talked to before would say I didn't like that hairstyle from him. I'm glad he went back to his shortcut. Luke Cage, for example, man, the dude had from his debut in the 70s to the fro, to early 90s, he had what? The Lawrence Taylor crew cut look, to now he's rocking, he's bald. You know, Black Lightning was the same way. Jefferson Pierce, mini fro, to crew cut, to back to a mini fro, to now he's bald. You know, It's kind of funny, don't you think? I mean, and you know, does it hurt the characters, or do it's like, oh, could you make up your mind? But sometimes some of these hairstyles actually are pretty good, and some of them actually work for the character. Like, for example, Storm. How many hairstyles has Aurora Monroe gone through? She's gone through a lot of hairstyles, from her long, luxurious hairstyle while she was being worshipped by her people as a goddess, to later on in the 70s, I believe, when Claremont took over, and she was rocking the mohawk. And some people say she could probably still pull that off now to this day. So now she's back to her elegant look. Bruce has never really changed his hairstyle much. Who else has kind of changed a little bit of his hairstyle? The Hulk. Yeah, the Hulk has changed over the years. At one time it was a short, I would say, military cut, to then it became more of a full hair. There's just so many characters, guys, you could think of that has changed over the years, that, you know, it works for them, and sometimes it doesn't. Now, I know if Tyler's listening, which I know he probably is, he'll probably say, well, Songbird's hairstyle now don't work for her. And let's talk about Melissa Gold. Yes, her hairstyle does not work for her too much. I will agree with Tyler. I don't like the new look hairstyle. She does look like the Bride of Frankenstein. I wish she does go back to her long hair. But there are some heroes that and villains, but mostly the heroes that have really changed their look and style of hairstyle, and it works for them. And some you wish they'd gone back. For example, Bishop. Let's talk about Bishop for a minute. I loved Bishop with his long Jerry curl hair, and then they made him bald, and then artists would draw him like he's growing back his hair. Didn't work for me. They should have kept him pretty much with his Jerry curl look. But having said that about looks that worked, let's talk about hairstyles that is significant to them. How would it feel if Wolverine, like Marvel said, all right, we're going to change Wolverine's hairstyle. He's no longer going to have the horn look anymore. We're going to just give him a regular buzz cut. But he's still going to have his sideburns. How would the fans react to that? You know, how would the fans react if Diana, Wonder Woman, cut her hair short to the point where she had like short as how Halle Berry used to have her hair? How would that look for her? Would people still accept that, or would they, oh my God, you know, would fans go ballistic as them changing her costume? You know, as far as I'm concerned with Luke Cage, stay with the bald look. It works for him. You know, I can't really see Luke rocking the fro anymore. In the House of M story, he had cornrows. Stay with the bald look, okay? But this is something that I wanted to really get off my mind, and I wanted to hear what you guys would think about. Name any person you could think of and just tell me, you know, does that look work for them, or could they use a different hairstyle? You know, I can go on and on about people. I mean, Vixen, she's changed her look over the years. She's had kind of a Wolverine-ish look to long, luxurious hair to now short hair. Catwoman has changed her look over the years for a long time, you know. But it's all about, you know, just like we do, we change our hairstyles over the years, you know. For me, I've gone from cornrows to fully bald to low Caesar, and particularly I usually stay with my low Caesar haircut. But and that's the same thing with superheroes, you know, and villains, you know. But more importantly, the superheroes, we don't really see too many villains change their look. It'd be kind of interesting to see if, you know, what if all of a sudden DC says, hey, we're going to give Lex back his hair. How would that look? You know, things like that. You know, things like that is really funny to me and really interesting. How would the fans react? How would we, the fans, react? Or would we just be like, it's okay? But in terms of, let's say, somebody like Bruce or Spidey, stay with the shortcut for them to. I can't see Bruce really with long hair or Pete with long hair. Stay with the shortcut. But I just wanted to get that out there, guys. You know, but like I said, using Medusa as an example, as just a picture. But if she cut her hair, that's it for her. Her hair is her. That is her character. And without her hair, she's no longer Medusa. But just think about what I said, guys. Would it matter if a hero or villain had a different kind of hairstyle? Or should they just stay with their current hairstyle? But that's just something to think about. I know it's kind of silly, but hey, what goes on in this head, guys? As I always say, welcome to my world. And you guys, you take it easy.